Everyone, welcome to another episode of Independent Artists Unite. Today, from Italy, we have Matteo, Bruno, and Annalisa from God in a Black Suit. Super excited you guys are here today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for this opportunity. We are very glad to are part of this show.
Yeah, well, I'm super glad to have you. You guys haven't been together all that long, right? As a band, it's been a couple of years, or
Yeah, more than a couple of years.
Okay.
It's, now 3 years.
Maybe
3 years and a half.
almost 4.
almost 4. Okay.
Four.
And how did you guys meet? Is there like a big scene in Italy, a live scene where you guys met each other, or?
No. We are friends. We are friends from a
Okay.
long time. So
the band was born over dinner.
Oh, nice.
yeah,
We were
literally.
happily eating and drinking, and we say to each other that the right time had come to write something together.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It was in the air from a long time, but in the end, it never happened. So that night we were drinking and we were really happy. And we decided to start the thing, no?
Yeah. That's very Italian. Over dinner and wine.
Yeah. A lot of wine.
Italiano.
And so did you guys all like the same kind of music, or was it like a clash of different kind of
Yeah, it was a mix of
it was a mix? Okay.
different influences, but there's indie rock, a lot of post-punk, because we do like post-punk.
Yeah.
And,
I love krautrock music,
Kraftwerk.
German music,
Yeah.
Yeah.
shoegaze, 19 shoegaze.
Yeah.
So there's a mix of all the influences that
She like rock and roll.
it's more rock and roll.
Yeah. Well, it's very rock and roll to jump right in there and have the bass lead up off the song.
Yeah.
I've heard that on a few of it. You're not shy about that, Annalisa.
We are very lucky.
You're like, I got this one. Well, it's interesting, Matteo, because, well, like you said, with shoegaze and krautrock is more of a more, I think, of a more like reserved vocal, almost like a less emotional vocal, but your vocals are very passionate. Or maybe that's the Italian too. That's the Italian.
I like Dave Gunn from Depeche Mode.
Oh yeah, so he's very passionate when he sings. Yeah. But I really love your vocal quality.
Thank you.
And actually, I was like, it reminds me of something. And I hope this doesn't offend you, but there was a band in the '90s when I was, playing in bands and stuff, called Live. Do you remember that? Live. Yeah. It was kind of on the end of the grunge thing, but he has a very similar like passionate vocal like yours. Yeah.
And I mean,
He was there. Had the big hit song was like, I alone love you. I alone love you.
No.
The big heavy guitars.
I remember something.
Yeah. But there was a certain quality to your voice that reminded me of that. But I really love the passionate voice, and Bruno, I really love your guitar work too. It's very like, I mean, I can hear a little bit of like a Cure influence or something like that, but it's very like understated, and I really like that there's guitar solos in there actually. But I really like your guitar solos because they're just quite melodic and simple, and they serve the song. It's really nice. And and Annalisa, I'm a big fan of that kind of bass where you're going up and a little bit of like you can hear that it's a pick, you can hear a buzzing string now and again, but it's very live. It's very like there's a lot of energy in that, and there's you can really hear that you're a live band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We are a live band.
Yeah.
the album in some ways was recorded live.
Yeah.
There's not so much post-production in our last album. It was recorded in studio. We play all together, and of course we made some modifications, some post-production
Just
on
just
the
for the
drum, but literally the album was recorded live directly.
Yeah. Well, you could really hear that. And I think it was really smart to capture it that way. I mean, I would actually, this is a strange comparison, but I was just listening to, I think because it was some anniversary of the Ramones coming out with Pet Sematary, you know?
Yeah.
And I was sitting there and I was listening to Pet Sematary and I was like, this is so produced. It's really like a pop song, you know, and it's produced in that way. And they really lost that live energy that was the Ramones, you know, on that song. And so it's sometimes it's a challenge to keep that live sound when you're doing, you know, when you're doing a recording, because you want everything to sound perfect, and depending on who the producer is or who's engineering it, you know. Did you guys have a producer on that, or did you just produce it yourselves?
No, we produced it ourselves, and we worked with our sound engineering in the studio. So he gives us some tips on how to adjust the volumes. But in the end, the album was self-produced.
Yeah.
So we actually we don't have a label. And we are doing everything by us.
Well,
The last video, Overcome video, was totally produced by us. We don't everything.
Homemade.
Everything in that video is
by phone, by telephone.
Yeah, well, you're doing a great job. I mean, it's like totally pro, the videos and the sound of the band, and I mean, too, you're really getting a lot of, you know, you're doing quite well with the streaming and stuff.
Yeah.
What's your guys' strategy for when you come to like promoting it? I can see you're picking a few singles to have videos.
I think that at the moment our best strategy is the old good way, playing live.
Playing live, and you're just signing people up to guest.
We want to play live. At the moment, we have 3 dates, two in South Italy and one in Rome. We are opening act for Dencom Silence. I think you know them.
Oh, really? Wow, that's great. What a great spot, yeah.
November 10 in Rome, we will open for Dencom Silence, and there's another band from Italy. I think you know them, This Eternal Decay. So 3 bands on the same stage. We are really
about. Wow, good for you. And how are you guys turning up those gigs? You just hustling yourself and making phone calls?
We ask to the club.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, that's very smart. Yeah. So you guys have a good relationship with all the live venues.
We are trying to promote ourselves with a massive presence on the web, and but in the end, I think that is the music that speaks for us.
Yeah.
And this is really comforting for us, but because we put a lot of effort in what we are doing. Sometimes we have this image of pro band. We would like to be a pro band, but in the end, we are doing this by our forces.
With the social media manager, Bruno.
As Bruno's the social media man. Okay. Yeah. Well, you need one of those. I mean, I'm learning. He's what?
You speak English very well.
You're all doing very well.
It's not true. Yeah. I'm trying to do all these things. I'm just a bluff.
Well, this show is good practice for you. You know, it's good to get in the, you know, as your career goes on, you probably have to do more and more interviews in English. So it's good practice.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump into Overcome. How did this song, a little bit about the creative process behind it? Did it start as like a jam, you know, live in a rehearsal room, or how did it start?
There's a story beyond most of the songs we recorded, because the
Yeah,
band,
someone had a breakup. Who had the breakup?
no, no. The band literally born during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of time because we were in lockdown.
Oh yeah.
So and we had a lot of time to work on some guitar line, bass line, and
Drum line.
drum line.
Mhm.
Initially, we used a drum machine to have a beat.
Yeah.
Overcome, I think, was the third drafts we worked on.
Okay.
So it's one of the oldest songs we have.
Okay.
And initially, it was a little monotonous, because I wrote the guitar line on a drum machine. But then, when we have the chance to meet together and work on the bass line, Annalisa created a variation that changed completely the direction of the song. And then we worked.
I had a feeling about Annalisa. She's not afraid to just get out there.
Yeah.
Okay, and who wrote the lyrics to it?
Yeah.
Lyrics, come si dice, l'ho scritti io.
Matteo wrote
I
the
write
lyrics.
lyrics.
You wrote the lyrics, yeah. I thought
No.
someone must have had a romantic breakup.
Yeah.
I thought it's a great, it's actually like a great breakup song. You know, I was reading the lyrics and I was like, go along with it. And I was starting to get, you know, I was starting to get mad about things that happened 30 years ago, you know.
Yeah. The song born in Italian languages, and
Okay.
And we
then we
translate
translate in
in
English.
English.
Okay.
It has some of this romantic idea of a broke up between in a couple, no?
Yeah.
But actually, it wasn't so focused on a couple. But
Okay.
there's more of a personal regrets and suffering.
Yes.
We used the idea of this in the video. You see this girl walking alone and doing some of stuff in their daily life. But it was just to represent the absence of someone or something in the life of this person. So Overcome talks about this, not so focused about a love story or a breakup.
Yeah. No, I could see that in the video. It was kind of like, you didn't really get the impression that she had a breakup. It was more like she was she was missing something in her life or something, searching for something.
It was the easy way to represent the idea of absence, of something lost. And
someone lost in her life of this girl in the video. She's Franca, a friend of mine.
Oh yeah, she did a great job. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
But I really like the structure of the song. You know, it's like it's one of these songs where you kind of give a little bit of the chorus. You know, you keep it. You know, you keep a few things and let it all come out at the very end. You know, which is super effective.
Yeah. The idea was really simple. So if you listen to the song, you will recognize a few elements that comes to a sort of climax in the middle of the song, no?
Yeah.
And that was the variation written by Annalisa.
Okay, yeah.
So, and but the structure of the songs is really, really simple.
Yeah. But
Uh,
it's very effective, the structure, because it's really like the first time you say to overcome is, and then it goes right into the guitar solo, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
like really effective. So you can like take some time and listen to this kind of melancholy melody,
Yeah.
catchy melody, and think about, oh, that's the first time that you said overcome. And then when you come out of that, then like everything comes together.
Yeah. And it came out really spontaneously. There's no work behind.
Yeah.
We're trying to arrange the song, and it came out
So naturally.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
something chemical. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, well, I mean, but it's a simple thing, but you can tell you were all trying to make it interesting, varying little things and little arrangement things. Yeah, but it's very beautiful. Very beautiful
Thank
song.
you so much. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Scott. And we worked a lot. We had a lot of time. In some ways, the pandemic that was really awful.
Yeah.
In some ways, helped us because we had a lot of time to work on what we want to express with our music, and we had the time to mix all the influences we had, and so in some ways it was a good period for us.
Yeah, well, I've heard that from a lot of musicians that I've had on this show, that the pandemic was a kind of a time where you're just like, okay, I've heard the story a lot where people that were in bands decided to do their own stuff, or people that weren't in bands decided to get in a band, and so I think it was this kind of a very creative period for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The lockdown in some ways was a good moment to stop and reflect, stop and think about what banally the world is, no?
Yeah.
What we live daily, and what is going.
Same.
Yeah.
A routine and work and home and
Walk and buy.
walk and buy. Walk and
Yeah.
another song. So è andata così.
Yeah, it was that way.
It
It was that way. It was that way. And where did you guys gather? Did you gather together during the pandemic and sit
No.
there with your instruments and stuff, or did you send things back and forth digitally?
In the first time, in the first period in Italy, was very, very, very hard, and we were.
I remember that. I remember there was it was that mayor that came on TV. And said, it was really
more of 3 months of complete
quarantine, lockdown.
So we use cell phones, WhatsApp messages, and we send our drafts on each other, and worked in personally on the tracks. And then when the situation was a little healthy, we can meet. We worked in rehearsal and played the song live.
And so that was like 3 months later.
Yeah, 3 months later, more than 3 months.
And so what was it like after you've been passing stuff back all together, and now finally you're in the rehearsal studio?
and the song worked at the first time. The first time.
Wow.
So there's a lot of we are used to say that we are hungry. So there's a lot of expectation, and everything was good.
Yeah.
Initially we had Pietro that joined us, and we worked with a drum machine, but initially the songs, the arrangements were
Was
weak. Weak because a drum machine is too much synthetics, and there's no energy, there's not that kind of power we wanted in our songs. And we had the opportunity to call Gianluca, a friend of us, that joined us at the drum, and everything changed because a real drum is a real drum.
Yeah. Wow, that must have
And
been so cool.
he did a great job on so much songs, and Nails in particularly. That I don't know if you had the chance to listen to Nails.
Nails, yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah, from our debut EP, and he made a great job on the drum, a powerful drumming on that songs that was really weak at the first, and
Post-punk drum.
yeah, it completely changed the song, and
Because,
Yeah.
tracks have taken a complete new direction with the drum, real drum.
Yeah.
I love, by the way, that you started Nails with just a big wall of sound. Like it was that was a cool way to start off. It's kind of like saying we're a fucking band, all right? We're a loud band, and this is what you're gonna get first. And then you go right into a nice, nice pocket on the drums, and show that you're gonna have this
we are not kind of people of
really focused sound. Yeah.
We love our lineup. We are in five. We like a lot to play live in five, and acoustic with a real drum, and
It's hard to organize the
It's
The gig,
it's a bit
it's so
difficult
hard.
to
The rehearsals and stuff. Yeah. 5 people. Yeah, I've been there in New York City. Yeah. That's why I'm by myself now. Yeah, but I think it really helps that you're all friends, and I think that comes through the music too, because you always hear, I mean, of course, this is how you hear all great bands, that it comes out of a friendship, because if you can go and find, these, players that can go, all over the place, but it's the relationship, and it's the space that you guys give to each other as friends, and as lovers of what you do, I think that's a very precious thing.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's that plus that make everything work.
Yeah.
Friendship is at the basis of our work, and sometimes we yell at each other. we have some contrast, but it is in the normal life of a band. But in the end, we love each other, and I think that most of the sound you hear in our songs, it's because of our friendship.
Yeah. And you I mean, it sounds like you're all on the same page with how you want things to sound too.
Pardon, can you repeat?
Like your sound, like it seems like you're all feel the same way about like you want to sound this way,
it can sound weird, but no.
Oh, really? Okay. So there's some contrast there.
Our sound is born from differences.
Okay, cool.
Everyone has an idea about how that song could sound.
Okay.
Instrument parts.
And we work to mix all the ideas, and that makes the sound original and a little different from the scene from other bands of the scene. Because there's the indie sound that it starts from Gianluca, or the crowd vocals from Matteo, the rock and roll bass from Lisa, and so there's a mix of elements. And
Well, you can see, of course, I haven't seen you live, but with Matteo, you have a very strong presence in the video. You can tell you have a certain confidence. Yeah. You
He's
you got the lead singer thing.
he's tall.
It's very, I'm very close.
Well, yeah, but tall people tall people can be like this too, you know what I mean? But you're just like, you know, you
Oh,
can just tell you can just tell you mean business, you know. It's that confidence, you know, the lead singer has, you know.
I have confidence.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I have confidence in the video.
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
it-
yeah.
You know,
He's naive.
He's naive.
Yeah.
naive.
No, no.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good
He's
thing.
shy.
He's shy. Oh, is
Really
that right?
shy
Okay.
person. He's a
Is
really
that
shy.
right? Okay, because you look very confident in it. Or are you joking?
Joke, it's a joke.
Okay. He's shy. So what so you guys have the single for Overcome, then are you gonna do any other singles from this album or move on to some, or you have some new material you're working on?
We released two singles before.
Yeah.
If you know, Bittersweet and Little Empty Head. And we are planning to make some videos, some other two videos.
Two videos.
One for
Last track this
uh,
night.
one for the last track this night that we think it works, and for Summer in PA.
Oh,
So
cool.
we are planning these two video
Two
more
video.
from the album. It's half album in the end,
Yeah.
5 songs.
Well, I mean, why not? Because you got a great thing going with the videos, and I saw you have quite a good presence on YouTube too. You're getting
Yeah,
quite a lot of views on YouTube.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
are really happy about that, and
Yeah.
I think that is a good way to promote our music.
Yeah.
In these times, videos sometimes work better than images and words, and so we try, and it's an artistic part of the work. So
Yeah. Yeah,
we-
and there's kind of an artistic line, you know, you can draw between all the videos too. So it's like your thing for sure. Yeah.
yeah.
Super cool.
We had a lot of fun, so
Yeah.
we'll do it again and again.
Yeah. Well, well, that's been about 30 minutes, guys. So I'll just want to thank you for again for doing this.
Thank you
And you know, yeah, I'm a big fan of you guys. And
so much.
keep going, keep fighting things out, keep making it happen. Stick together.
We are great
Yes.
fan of you too.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you guys face to face. And yeah, we'll talk when you're coming out with another video or another more material in the future if you want to.
Sure thing.
And
Thank
you
you so
guys
much.
did great. You did great with the English.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
you are too kind. Too kind. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Ciao.
Thank you
Ciao.
guys. Thank you.
Ciao,